Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. In this video, I explain you everything about and or in programming. If you are confused about when to use and how to use and when to use or how to use or, you're at the right place. First, with an example, we say if true and untrue, we say here an example console.log. This is about this. I change this to or, and this is about or. Now you see that both parts are true, and this will get executed, both of them. uh, I open a terminal here and I use Node to run this application. Node app.js. Now you see here that this is about and this is about or, because here you have true and here you also have true, but this is not how anding and oring works. So to tell you in short, and gets executed if there is no false. It checks for false. The first one checks, is this false? No. It goes to the next part. Is this false? No. It goes to the next part until the end. If there is no false, it gets executed the code inside the statement. Otherwise, if there is one false, it does not get executed. For example, here I add one another and false. You see that the program itself, this text editor, also shows that this will not get executed. But I run this for sure. So clean up and then run again. You see that this is about or, and just the or part gets executed and not the other one, because here we have one false, true and false. So and or gets executed if there is at least one true. Gets executed if there is at least one true. So I change this to false and change the next one and keep the next one. It will still gets executed. Let's check it out. This is about or. We add one. We change this to false. See, it does not get executed, so both are false. But if I add one more true, this gets executed. Let's check it out. This is about or, and for the and, even if I add no matter how many truths, it is still does not get executed because there is one false. So it gets executed if there is no false in the expression. So this part is called the expression, and this is the statement content or your code that you want to get executed on this expression. So in conclusion, when to use and when to use or. I see many junior developers using the and or in wrong way because they are confused about how and when to use it. So if you want to check that all parts and all statements must be true, you use and. If you want to check that, okay, one of them, if one of many parts or one of many conditions uh, should be true, then use or. For example, if you want to check for a user, you want that a user at least have first name, email, and address. You said the user has to have these three things. You should use and. For example, we create here variables const name equals to test name, and we create for example email empty, and we check for address, and it has value, for example Afghanistan. We check if this user has all of these things, otherwise we don't import or don't insert this user to the database, or don't display in the user interface or whatever. And here we say if name is not empty. If you say if name, if it is not empty, this is true. Otherwise this will throw false. If name and email and address, why is a line name is duplicated? I I think there's something wrong here. Okay, you cannot use actually name variable name as variable. So we say here console.log user has name, email and address, else console.log one or more attributes are missing for the user, and I make this also false so that we don't see that. I save it, clear. As you see, one or more attributes are missing for the user because the user does not have email. But if I fill the email, for example, test at yahoo.com, I save it. You see, user has name, email and address. And in another condition, for example, these things a user should have a name, an email and an address. For example, what a user actually this is about have to have, must have. The user must have name, email and address, and a user should have, but it is not mandatory. So we check if a user if the user has one of those things, we get executed the user. Okay, this user is okay. For example, what should be a new variable, for example, phone. The user has phone plus 93 707 12 That's an example phone number. What else? Phone number. For example, partner. Say this poor guy has no partner, and then one more thing. It's not necessary, but I would like to have one more thing about a user job. We gave the job web developer, for example, and we use this if the user has phone or partner or job. If one of these is true, we console log the user has one or more of the following attributes. On the following attribute, we print a new line. I'm not used to this keyboard, guys. New line, and then in the new line we just print plus phone plus comma plus plus concatenating actually partner concatenate also a comma and then concatenate the job. The user has one of this. Otherwise else we console.log user has no phone, no partner, and no job. Okay, in the first one, the user has one or more of the following attributes. This is the phone number. You see that the place for the partner is empty, and the job is web developer. This one of these is true. So, for example, I remove the phone number. It still gets executed because it goes to the next part, which is job. And you see that the phone and the partner is empty, and the web developer is the job. It get executed. The user has one or more of the following attributes. Even if you change the places, it will still check. If it finds one true, it stops. And in the ending, if it finds one false, it stops and it does not check the other part. For example, I just remove the email for the ending. It will be false, so it does not check the address, and it goes to the other part. And I remove here the job as well, so that it checks true, 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 but none of them is true, so it will come to the other part. See, one or more attributes are missing for the user. User has no phone, no partner, and no job. See that the next statement gets executed. And if you give this for or, the true part will get executed, or the statement where this is true. But in the reality for the computer it is false, because there is one false. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you learned something from this video. Have a great time. Till the next time. Bye.